Hi guys, my name is Rachel Garcia and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm a physician assistant. I've been practicing medicine in the state of Florida for 17 years. It's crazy. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences. I went to the University of Florida and then down to Miami for my master's degree. So I'm going to be training you today on Mila. Mila is probably my favorite product that Pure offers. It's hard for me to, in a couple of minutes, tell you why I love it and how fabulous it is, but I'm going to do my best. So Mila is a blend of the very best chia seeds you can find on the planet. They're from multiple different geographical locations close to the equator, different elevations, different climates near the equator. This is important because chia seeds in agricultural studies have been shown to have very little, if any, nutrition if they're not grown 23 degrees north and south of the equator. So that's very important information if you are growing chia seeds in your backyard or the local college is growing chia seeds. You probably don't want to buy those. And then the important thing about the regions is different regions produce different nutrition content. Some areas produce seeds high in omegas and low in protein. Other regions produce seeds high in protein with very little omegas. And so we have a blend of omega-3s, fiber, phytonutrients, antioxidants. This is a powerful mix, and it's all plants. What first attracted me to the Mila was the high amount of omega-3 content that we have in this blend. Now, not only are the seeds blended from these different regions, but they're opened with a microprocessing. We have a special machine that no one else owns, okay? This machine slices the seeds like a micro slicing, opening them up. Now this is interesting because if you open typically a seed that has high amounts of omega-3s, a bunch of seeds with high amounts of omega-3s, and you put them in a bag, you're gonna have all these clumps of oil, okay? Because they have high omega-3s and the oil kind of clumps together and you get this whole big old oil glob in your mouth. And then if that's gross, right? Who wants to buy a bag of chia seeds from Whole Foods and get a clump of oil in their mouth? So what they do is they sift out the good stuff. They sift out all the oil. If you're buying already ground chia and there's no oil clumps in it, yeah, you're not getting omega-3s. You're getting the fiber benefits, which is great, but you're not getting the omega-3s. And so what really attracted to me to this was the seeds are opened, which studies have shown your body more quickly, readily absorbs the nutrition when the seed is open versus when the seed is closed. It just kind of goes through and acts as a bottle scrub brush in your intestines, which is great too, right? But if the seeds are opened, it does the scrubbing part and you get the nutrition, okay? So that opening is a really big deal. So we've got the blend of seeds, they've been micro-sliced, and we have a high amount of omega-3. So we've got in 1-2 tablespoon serving, and I should have brought a scoop because I'll usually show you what it looks like. It looks like pepper. Okay, and 1-2 tablespoon serving of pepper, and it's important to note the 2 tablespoon serving part. Because a lot of people say, well, I just sprinkle it on things. No sprinkling, my friends. 2 tablespoons. That's 2 tablespoons. That is what you should be consuming at a minimum every day. It's what your children should absolutely be consuming every day for the omega-3 benefits. You get 3,000 milligrams of omega-3s in a 2 tablespoon serving, okay? That's equal to 12 over-the-counter fish oil pills. Now, what omega-3s have been shown to do in medical studies has been documented for decades, okay? Omega-3s by definition are essential fatty acids. Just the word essential should catch your attention. It means you have to have them. Your body has to have them. We don't make them, we have to consume them, okay? And in years past, the only thing that we had to consume for omega-3s was fish, lots of fish. Lots of people aren't eating fish nowadays. And so for the fish oil, they're cutting open the fish's intestines and squeezing that out and putting it in capsules, and then what are the fish swimming in nowadays? You know, so we have a better option. Another thing people were consuming, I'm going to just tell you, when I found out about this in 2008, no one was talking about omega-3s. And the people who knew about omega-3s that weren't eating fish were eating flax. Well, there's a lot of issues with flax. Flax is doesn't have the generally regarded as safe category in the US. It's not categorized as a food. Chia is. Flax was listed 89 times in the Bible, never once as a food. So if we were supposed to eat it, why didn't they eat it? It was always like in linens and and ropes and textiles. It was never as a food. Okay. So when I first looked at all this, I just started comparing what are the other options for omega-3s. And I kept coming back to, I can't find anything better than this. So we started consuming it. Let me tell you guys, I knew because of my background that omega-3s were huge. This is such a simple way to get a high amount of omega-3s in your body. Your body, your cells need the omega-3s to function properly. In fact, the little cell to neuron communication, the cells to nerves, doesn't even function properly without daily omega-3s. What do you think is going on if you're 70 years old and you've never eaten fish? If you struggle with focus, mental focus, if you struggle with clarity, if you struggle with nerve issues, there's a very good chance you're going to love any kind of omega-3s for that matter, but you'll love Armila. Armila is a food. It's like sweet potatoes, rice, corn, bananas in a bag, but 10 times better than all of those things. Okay, it's got fiber. It's got soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. It's got, let me look, 5 grams of fiber. Now the insoluble fiber is like a bottle scrub brush. It goes through and kind of like gets through the nooks and crannies of your intestinal tract and scrubs all the junk out that is in there. It's fabulous. The soluble fiber, what that's been shown to do in medical studies for decades has been documented, right? For cholesterol, for your hemoglobin A1C and your sugar absorption, that's just fiber. We need more of it. We don't get enough of it as Americans. This is a fabulous source of fiber. Do you struggle with bowel issues? Do you struggle with constipation, not going to the bathroom enough? You're going to love our Mila. I would recommend hydrating your Mila. That means you take that 2 tablespoons and you dump it in about 3/4 of liquid, 3/4 cup of liquid. Can be almond milk, coconut milk, water, whatever. Let it sit and you'll just kind of see it turn into this mass. You can add that to muffins, add that to a smoothie. Some people make a pudding out of it. They'll add a little vanilla or a little cinnamon and eat it that way. I just drink it in water before I go to bed at night. It's helped tremendously with me for my sleep and my mind racing. And if you go research omega-3s and insomnia or sleep issues, you'll understand why. So I go nowhere without taking this before I go to bed at night. I just mix 2 tablespoons and a cup of water and drink it down. Along with my cleanse and my calcium from Pure before I go to bed. There's phytonutrients, plant nutrition, antioxidants. This is fabulous. I mean, people say if you were stranded on a desert island and had to choose one Pure product to take with you, this would be it, my friends. Go do a little research on omega-3s. The research out there for omega-3s and fiber for heart issues, blood pressure, cholesterol issues, are pretty phenomenal. I'm not making claims about what Mila will do for you, but when I first started looking at this, I just kind of put 2 and 2 together, and realized this is a food. It's got the omega-3s that are essential, that we all need, that our children's need for their brains to be growing and developing properly, that we need for our cells to be functioning properly. We need it daily. It's a food. It's got 70 calories and 2 tablespoons, 0 sugar. This is fabulous. I knew I couldn't really go wrong with this. How do you eat it? Put it in muffins, put it in spaghetti sauce. We do French toast. We do pancakes. We do waffles. We do meat rubs. We do salads. We put it in everything. It's just kind of a mainstay in our house. We can't ever imagine going anywhere without it. Do some research on depression and omega-3s. You'll be blown away. Do some research on dementia and omega-3s and you'll be blown away. And now the key is get as much in your body as you can. I always say if you're pretty good health, just consume 2 tablespoons a day. That should be great. If you struggle with specific issues, I would recommend trying to get 4 to 6 tablespoons of Mila in your body a day. Start with 2, and then as get your intestines used to the fiber and the bottle scrubbing effect. And then after a week or 2 goes by, try to increase. You can do 3 tablespoons in the morning, 3 tablespoons at night. There was a fabulous book called The Aztec Diet, published by Dr. Bob, or authored by Dr. Bob Arnott. He's a New York Times bestseller. I'm actually in that book. There was large amounts of weight loss from people just consuming smoothies a couple times a day that had large amounts of Mila in it. Check that out. You'll be very impressed. The book, literally Mila was used in all those case studies. The book called The Born to Run, written by a Men's Health editor. There's a whole section on the Tarahumara Indians who run 48 hours straight just with chia seeds. That's what they use to run 48 hours straight, chia seeds and water. So this is also called the runner's food. I could go on and on. I might have gone over my time limit already. So again, my name is Rachel Garcia. I encourage you to consume this every day, 2 tablespoons minimum. Give it to your kids, 2 tablespoons a day. If you have multiple kids, put tablespoons in Ziploc bags, write their names, little snack bags, write their names on the bags, and make it a goal of yours to get it in their bodies before the day is over, however you need to. It's not the doctor's job. It's not the teacher's job to get the nutrition in the kids, parents, your job. And I'm giving you the information and you can't unlearn it. So now it's in your hands. Looking forward to seeing you guys at the next event. Take care. Bye-bye.